So Avengers Endgame happens, right? They all save the world, everyone's happy. Then Kevin Feige comes in. He goes in the boardroom with all the Disney executives and he goes ahead and pitches a new show. He says, let's make a Disney Plus show where instead of fighting crime and saving the world, we get Wanda, we get Vision, they get together, and they do psychedelics for the first time. Every suit in the room looks at the CEO of Disney and he goes,
"Ooh, that's a bingo."
So everybody knows Kevin Feige's the man. He's got some hookups, he knows the streets, he gets the superheroes the good stuff. And they trip balls. WandaVision is really a show about two superheroes, Wanda and Vision, and their trip on psychedelics. We're gonna go through a barrage of evidence that highlights this from the past few episodes. So let's start with the first piece of evidence. By the way, if you're new to this channel, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon for more of this kind of content. They trip so hard, they literally think they're in a sitcom. I'm talking classic black and white look with the laugh track. The delusion is commonly referred to as the Truman Show delusion. It's a type of delusion in which the person believes that their lives are staged reality shows, or that they are being watched on camera, similar to the movie The Truman Show. So in the show, they think they're a suburban husband and wife. There's a point where they get asked, how did you guys meet? Why did you move to this weird town?
Where did you two move from? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet?
Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Moved from where? Married when?
And they can't even remember the basic history of their relationship. Which, according to effectindex.com, some people who use these sort of substances may experience short-term memory loss. Now let's take a step back a bit. Kevin Feige at one point said the Marvel Universe will go crazy with the multiverse.
The multiverse is the next step in the evolution of the MCU. And we want to see more, we want to go to new places, we want to see new things. Has made us be bold enough to go crazy with the multiverse.
And I thought, well, Doctor Strange was pretty crazy. If they go further into that world, that would be pretty cool. You know, get some buildings to pop out of nowhere, Inception style. But no, they're not doing that. Kevin Feige was thinking, you know how Wanda and Vision are into each other? They should trip balls together. Isn't that romantic? So let's make a show about that.
All of this is for the children.
For the children.
I wish Kevin Feige was related to me, man. He'd be the coolest uncle. You know the crazy uncle of yours that gets you high as a kite, gets you all the cool shit? Kevin Feige is like that, but to Marvel superheroes. The whole show takes place at the peak of Wanda and Vision's trip. It's filmed from the perspective of Wanda and Vision tripping. So it's filmed in a way where it's not the case that they're tripping and we, the audience, are watching them trip, but instead it feels like we're on the trip with them, which makes the show very interesting.
You on drugs?
Huge props to the director Matt Shackman for that one. Now, according to my research, when you're on a trip, you're not peaking the whole time. What I mean by that is depending on how you ingest the substance, there's only a short time where you experience very vivid visuals and distortions in reality. And assuming that the show wants to take a realistic depiction of the substance, which you know, it's Disney, so it most likely will. The show will actually slowly get more and more normal as time goes on. Since the show starts at the very peak of their trip with the whole black and white colors, the laugh track, etc. As we get into later episodes, notice how the show starts regaining some of its color. The characters are slowly coming to their senses, their surroundings will slowly look a bit more modern, indicating that their trip is slowly coming to an end. So my prediction of the show is that by the end of the season, Wanda and Vision will calm down from their trip, go back to reality, and live happily ever after. Well, maybe not Vision, because technically he's still dead, right? So that's my theory of WandaVision. If I was reviewing the show, I'd give it a 12 out of 10. But since I'm not reviewing it, I'd give it a B+. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon for more of this content. Also, consider supporting me on Patreon so I can increase the production values of these videos and make more content. Peace out.